Hi guys, it's Beth. Welcome back to my channel, and today I finally get to share with you my project wrap-up for my Pinkaboo pad from Craftsmart. So I've mentioned this before, but I did start it back in September. I bought it last year from Michael's, and I don't remember if it was during the season or if I had found it. I think it was during the season. So I bought it last year, finally used it this year, started it in September, and finally finished it at the very end of October. So what did I get from this pad? You've seen most of it, but there are a few things you have not seen. I don't think I shared my layouts in a Pinkaboo video. I think I shared it in either Use It Up or Stick Your Style of Crafting, because I had used up some like Halloween word labels. But I did decide to use 2 of the full 12 by 12 image pages for scrapbook layouts. And I utilized one of the journaling card, just kind of fussy cut out the actual journal part. And actually I think it was a 4 by 4 card that I cut in half and used half on each of the pages. And then used some scraps here, made some little flower embellishments. And then this was just some flowers out of my stash that were already cut out of my stash, and I did stamp a spider on there to kind of go with the spiders that were elsewhere on the page. These are some of those label stickers, old label stickers that I had used up. And then this part right here was a corner from something else that I had. I don't know if it was one of those full 12 by 12 images or not, but I just fussy cut out around the web, the edge of the web, and then just turned it into a little corner embellishment and added one of those glittered foam spiders. So this one is pretty much the same, although here I did add the words "You Are Magic," and then use different label stickers. But other than that, it is pretty much the same. So I got 2 12 by 12 layouts that I hadn't shared. And then also for my girls, I had made them some little embellishment pouches. So I just took, these were, I want to say like a note card size envelope. They ended up being, so they're 3 3/4 wide by 5 inches tall. And I just used some of the scraps that I had. I decorated up both sides of the envelope, and I did punch a hole in the center. So I made it very similar to my hot cocoa packets. But was just trying to, I ended up giving them some, they both got the Target pads, that there was one for Halloween and one for fall. And so I decided to make them a little embellishment pouch for the Halloween stuff, and then I also made them some, like a fall embellishment pouch out of some fall paper that I had in my stash. But I just thought it would be fun, a fun way to kind of gift them some stickers or stamped images or things that I had printed out, or some other embellishments that they could use with their pads from Target. So I did make 2 of these. And then I don't think I shared these, but towards the beginning I ended up making 2 wine bottle tags, and I found this image on my silhouette and I changed up the coloring so that it would work with this pad, but I just thought it was perfect for like the ghost. It says ghouls just want to have wine. And so I printed it, it's like 2 by 3 inches, and then just backed it on some of the gold foil or gold mirror cardstock that I had. Added a scrap of paper just going up and down behind the image here, and then embellished it with some punched circles from the gold mirror paper as well. So I had 2 of those. And then from the pad cover, since you can see that this is all that's left, I did end up making a couple of bookmarks. I just thought this, I mean, the colors in here were so pretty, and I know that that's kind of fallish, but I would, with these colors, I would use them all year. I don't feel like I can only use them, my bookmarks, during the fall, but so I just trimmed them down and rounded the corners. They're like 2 by 6, I think, is what this total size is. Rounded the corners. And then this was just some fun purple trim that I had, or yarn that I had in my stash. And so I just used it up on these. I originally put it on this one because I thought it worked well with that dark purple pumpkin, and then decided to add it to the spiderweb one as well. And then this one I just added some pink yarn from my stash as well. And then the last little projects that you haven't seen were, I made these early on just because there was on one of the border strip cut aparts had a bunch of words, a bunch of sayings, and I had used all the other ones either on my pages or in my cards, but a little baddie, for some reason I couldn't make it fit anywhere else. So I decided to make a little embellishment with it. I took that little part of the border and I backed it on a purple scallop circle with a white circle, and then I had some vinyl bats in my stash that I had cut a while back out of some black scrap vinyl, and so then I also just stamped, kind of like stamped off, this is like second generation bat stamps, kind of just to be more in the background. And so I made 2 of those and figured I could use those on a Halloween page in the future, because even though this is like a lighter purple or a lighter pink, I kind of tried to focus on more of the darker, like the blacks and the darker purple. So I figured that would blend in better with a Halloween project I was doing in the future. And then at the very end, I took some of the cardstock pieces that I had left and some of the pattern paper and punched out some flowers and circles and just layered up some little flower embellishments that I can always use on anything in the future. So beyond that, I also had the 4 hot cocoa packets. I did these 2 mini albums. There were 2 pencil packs. I did the 2 wine tags. There were 4 Hershey Nugget packs. And then I had the 2 12 by 12 wall hangings that I made for my girls. The 2 12 by 12 page layouts. Oh, I made 2 of these 6-inch reversible blocks. I kept one and then gifted one to a crafty friend who also enjoys pink. And then the 2 embellishment pockets, the bookmarks, the little embellishments that I made. And then there are 143 cards in this iris case that I made from this pad. So pretty good haul. And I feel like, again, there was a good variety of projects that I made. So hopefully if any of you have this pad, that you got some ideas that you could use, in the future to use this very pretty, kind of non-traditional colored Halloween pad. But that's it. This pad is done. I can get all of the stuff put away, and I've already moved on, but I just hadn't had a chance to share this with you. So I know we're past Halloween, but I wanted to get this wrapped up. So thanks for following me along on this pad journey, and thank you guys so much for your time and support. I hope you're all having a crafty day.